Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Pop. I'm about to react to this bid. This is Scariest Things Caught on Dashcam in real life. Mysterious creatures and scary stories on tape. Okay, we're going to see what they caught on candid camera. Let's watch.
Dashcams are a useful tool that allow drivers to capture any incidents that may occur for insurance purposes. But since they are always running, they sometimes capture things that nobody ever intended to see.
Is my Dashcam even working?
The original uploader of this first video claims that it was recorded in Saudi Arabia, where you can see the driver slowly creeping along at night towards a white figure that is standing on the side of the road.
I feel like my Dashcam don't work.
Almost immediately, you can tell that something isn't quite right with whatever the car's lights are pointed towards, and the driver gets audibly scared. The white figure begins to approach the vehicle, limping as if it is injured or just old. Was captured in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the night, which further adds to the point that this could possibly be a witch. According to the original video's title, that's what they were insinuating. Nevertheless, this clip is definitely scary and something I would personally not want to see, especially while driving out in the wilderness at night. Our next clip for today's video is not anything paranormal, but in fact something very real and very dangerous. What started out as a normal taxi ride turns sour as the driver sitting up front asks for the exact location of where the occupant would like to go. That occupant reaches forward and holds a gun to the taxi driver's head. The taxi driver is visibly very worried and in fact pleads with the man, telling him that he had just started his shift and did not have much money on him. What the robber does not know at this point is that there is a sheriff parked right behind them at the intersection. Had that sheriff not been parked behind this car at this given time, this clip could have turned out much different and most likely would have ended with the taxi driver in some serious danger. Here's the clip.
Give me all your money, man. Man, I don't. Give me all everything you got. Give me now. I give it now. I can make it the easy way, or we can make it the hard way, man. Everything I got, man. Keep your hand around your feet. I just started wallet. I don't have anything in my wallet. We can do this the hard way, or we can do this the easy way, man. Let me see your wallet, and let me see your phone. I need it all right now, if you don't want to die, man. Okay. Okay. Give it all to me now. Okay. Okay. Give me everything you got. Sir, I don't have anything in my wallet. I don't have your wallet and your phone. I need your wallet and no. Please don't give me your phone. I need that. There's a copy of this. There's a copy of this.
You can't even rob niggas right. This is embarrassing. We can do this the easy way, or we can do this the hard way. The choice is yours. Oh shit, that's an iconic line. That's terrible what that's about though. The nigga talking about wrecking people in jail. If you know, you know. I don't feel like explaining. Look at that. I'm sure you can.
As with anyone in this situation, the taxi driver absolutely freaks out and basically freezes up. The robber is threatening that if he does not give him his money, he will die. Luckily, as you saw in the clip, the sheriff walks forward after he sees the silhouettes of the car in what seems to be an odd situation. And before even realizing that it was a robbery, he demands that the robber gets out on the ground, and the taxi driver gets out exclaiming that the sheriff is a lifesaver. The sighs of a relief that you hear from the man are very real and very natural, because he was just in what he considered to be a life or death situation. All in all, even though it unfortunately happened, this is the best case scenario for this man. And even though he got away, much like the person in our next clip, he will most likely need some sort of therapy after this, as that is a very traumatic experience to go through, and hopefully something that none of you ever have to experience. Keep in mind when you're watching these that it is very easy as a third party viewing this to know the right thing to do, but when you are in the moment and actually in the situation, and you are left feeling afraid or worried, your mind can sometimes just shut down completely and freeze.
That's a fact. You better preach.
Danger.
People always talk about, well, I would have did. You should have did. She's like, shut your ass up. You wasn't there, you know. talking myself as well, because I be doing that sometimes.
Keep that in mind before you pass judgment on this taxi driver
Period.
for being incredibly afraid in this situation.
He right.
Following the theme of
Oh,
that
wait, he was
last
talking
clip
about that last
is another
situation. I
very real
didn't do nothing wrong
danger
at all.
captured on Dashcam. The driver of this clip was hauling a large shipment on an 18-wheeler truck, but to retreat backwards. And seeing as how there are people in the back trying to stop him, he then decided to just shift back into drive and pile drive over the branches themselves. According to the video's description, he did get away, but I'm sure the truck's tires were damaged as a result.
Yeah, that's extra, but alright. I hope he did.
For our last clip of the day, we have a first-person account of a car flipping in an accident. Of course, being in a car accident is one of the last things that anyone wants to experience. And if you're anything like me, you never have so far, so you do kind of wonder what it's like to be in the middle of one. Well, our next clip shows what it's like to be in an unexpected car crash. Even with the knowledge of the crash about to happen, I doubt you're going to even be able to react before it actually occurs in this next video.
Headphone one of y'all, he warned y'all. Other time from the side, like my accident. That's the worst, because you can't do shit. You already, like, as soon as you there, you hit. Yeah, it might be at an intersection. Yep. Oh.
So while it may look like the driver is going very fast in that clip, it is mostly due to the effect of the fisheye lens that his dashcam uses. As you can see, the car comes seemingly out of nowhere in the intersection, running a stop sign, and causes him to turn and eventually flip his car. This is a very harrowing video for the realism and the fact that it happens so abruptly.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do when that happens.
Those were just a few terrifying clips caught on dashcams. There are many more that happen every single day. Just remember to always be safe while driving.
Yeah, those are the worst accidents though. Like, getting hit from the side like that at that type of intersection, like, there's literally no time to react. Versus some other accidents you definitely can prevent if you're very alert. I prevented myself from being in many accidents in my life. Like, if you're driving on the freeway and you see somebody kind of starting to get over, you could definitely slow down and prevent that. Or if somebody just driving crazy, you could be like, all right, let me get the fuck away from them. Like, there are things you can do if you're really alert and paying attention. And I have done that in the past many times. But in this particular situation, there was, like, literally nothing I can do. And then there was, like, a blind spot right there as well. Like, literally as soon as I came through, he was already hitting me. Like, it just sucks. So, yeah, I feel for that dude. And then he flipped over at that. Oh, my God. That's just tragic. This was a cool video, though. I found it interesting. When they said scariest things caught on Dashcam, though, I thought it was going to be, like, a lot of horror stuff. But this is, like, real life scary shit. Y'all let me know what y'all thought, though. And I'll see y'all on the next one.